Okay, welcome back. Last time we duelled the Labyrinth Ruler in St. Albans, then we went up to Towton, duelled Bandit Keith, and had our first loss. So in between episodes, I went and I did some grinding. So I did grinding off screen because, you know, grinding takes a while. And honestly, even those 4 duels took quite a lot longer than I would have expected them to. However, I now have some really good new cards, such as the Castle of Dark Illusions, which, while it's face-up in defense mode, all fiends gain 500 attack and defense points. I got the Reaper of the cards, I got Yami, and when I won Yami, I lined up all 3 on the graveyard slots and managed to win Toon Summoned Skull as well. I won a copy of Malevolent Nuzzler, which is going to be very helpful for me. I want to keep Phantom Dewan in the deck. I want to put 2 copies of Fiend's Hand in, just for my own general convenience. Karibo can stay in, King of Yami Makai can stay in, Barox can, Dark Chimera can. Metal Guardian will be new to the deck. It'll provide a solid defensive line. Job Change Mirror is new, and that will also provide some good stuff. Shadow that controls the dark is basically another slightly more powerful Phantom Dewan. Obviously, Ushioni is staying in. Viscera Butcher and Neck Hunter are staying in. Man-Eating Treasure Chest is staying in. Creole, our deck leader, is being actually moved to the main deck. A is staying in. Actually, 2 AEs are staying in. Basic Insect staying in. So are these 2. And Giant Soldier of Stone can join. I'll put in my now 3 copies of Fiend Castle. These 3 can stay in. And I'm going to put in Stainstorm for just this next duel, then it'll probably get taken out permanently. 3-headed Guido can go in the deck. Dark Titan of Terror can go in the deck. Now, I have like 3 places left in the deck, and you know, I'll put Reaper of the cards in, right? Why not? So, what else can I put in here? You know what? Let's just go for Wicked Dragon with the Ursat's Head for a 2nd copy, and I guess a Mechanical Snail. And now I get to choose my deck leader, because a few of my monsters got promotions while I was grinding. So, Creole, Ushioni, and Barox all got promoted. And also, honestly, I intentionally left Barox there because I wanted it to be the new deck leader. Barox is a card that I always really liked, and it's a monster that I, you know, wanted to use a lot, but unfortunately its natural attack stat isn't all that good. But now, it's officially been promoted to our deck leader, and it will hopefully remain as such. Well, it'll probably remain as such for probably the rest of the game. So let's now head on back up to Towton and see if we can give Bandit Keith the business this time. Just go and, you know, beat him down, really. So, also because I won the Yami field, I can now change the field to my liking, which will be extremely helpful. Because, you know, being able to have that, and also being able to summon a Stone Dragon turn 1 is very nice. Honestly, I say that, but being able to fuse and summon Stone Dragon turn 1 is really nice. But realistically, it only has 300 defense points more than the Giant Soldier of Stone does. Because Giant Soldier of Stone is actually really good. Honestly, I did consider for a moment just going all in on offense straight away. You know what? Maybe I should. Maybe I definitely should. Because I could probably just rush him down here and finish him off in a couple more turns. Like, genuinely, this could be a very quick duel. I'm going to put Stainstorm face down here. I don't think there's actually cards in this game that can force people to, you know, discard. But, you know, just on the off chance. Just on the off chance that one of those exists. I don't think they exist in this game, but hey, I'm just gonna play overly cautious just in case. Now, I'll move forward and attack with the Stone Dragon, get rid of whatever this is. And that's a Blast Juggler, that was a mistake. So basically, while yes, Stone Dragon will just absolutely annihilate this Blast Juggler in a fight, Blast Juggler unfortunately has a secondary effect. When it is destroyed in battle, it blows up everything around it. So, regardless of friend or foe, everything in the adjacent tiles to it is destroyed. Obviously, you know, it won't destroy his deck leader, because you can't just do that. And, I mean, if you could, it would be very funny, because I would just win by default there. So, yeah, that just blows up. And now, well, we're kind of back to square one, is what I would be saying, if I didn't have access to Yami here. Obviously, I would want to play at one tile of a right here. Yeah, and just in the middle and claim this entire center section for myself. But unfortunately, you know, we can't currently do that. Fortunately for myself, fortunately though, I now have a, you know, a solid foothold in the center of the map, and there's realistically nothing he's going to be able to do to stop me. So, let's see what we can summon up to defend ourselves with now. And by that I mean, King of Yami Makai can just settle on down here. And to be totally honest, yes, I could have played A, which does have more attack points. It is 100 points stronger. But at the same time, I just like King of Yami Makai more. I've always just liked the card more. Oh, bold, he's attacking. I mean, he's losing, but he's attacking. And that is 750 damage. Also, if I draw and play Creole can also get me a nice little boost in regards to this. So let's also just play the Reaper of the cards down here. Because now I'm honestly a little bit less worried. Because whatever he plays, I know I have Stainstorm. So even if he flips a Barrel Dragon on me right now, I still feel safe. And that is just a ground attacker Bugroff that can't hit over the Reaper of the cards. Honestly, I do think Reaper of the cards just looks really cool. Reaper of the cards was another card that I just never got, but always thought looked cool. I'll be honest, I don't even know what, like, set it was in. I want to say, like, genuinely, I do not know which kind of set of the cards for Reaper was even in. I want to say it was in... I want to believe it was in Legend of the Blue Eyes White Dragon, but I never saw it. Like, I bought a lot of cards. When I was a kid, I bought a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I spent way too much of my pocket money on Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I never got the Reaper. To be totally honest, though, the amount I spent on, I think it was... Okay, so, I'll be totally honest. I never paid attention to a meta. I never knew what was good, what was bad. I just went with, oh, this card looks cool, and I think it has either a strong, either it has good numbers or like a strong effect. Note, I was like 8. I did not know what would actually quantify to be a strong effect. So, you know, just should probably mention that. But yeah, like, I never got a whole bunch of the cards that I really wanted, even though I spent I kind of mostly skipped over, I think it was Labyrinth of Nightmare and Pharaoh's Servant, I think were the first ones I kind of mostly skipped over. I think there was another one, but I don't remember what it was. I know I spent a lot on Spell Ruler. I spent a fair bit on Spell Ruler, a lot on Metal Raiders. Metal Raiders was probably my favorite one. And yes, I know, maybe it does sound a little bit strange in hindsight of just like, oh yeah, this was my favorite set of, like, booster pack. Like, this was my favorite booster pack of the set. It's just like, yeah, on paper that actually sounds kind of weird. Also, if that Cyber Commander attacks now, I just win. Which, realistically, honestly, I'm not too bothered about, because I'm pretty much set with saying the deck is almost in its final form now. And with that, he can actually hit... wait, that ground attacker Bugroff can now hit over the Reaper. And it doesn't make any difference, because he just wandered right on into Metal Guardian, and we just has to kind of hit him upside the head with 1300 damage with reflections. So with that, we managed to beat Bandit Keith with perhaps the least interesting duel possible. But hey, we got a promotion for our King of Yami Makai. Now, because we didn't really, you know, do much, we can't get a whole lot from the graveyard slots. So I am just going to click the buttons and see what I get. So we get Giant Mech Soldier, Slot Machine, and... okay, 2. Also, despite the fact that I got 2 on there, I don't get 2 copies of Giant Mech Soldier. I should probably just mention that. But hey, with that, we now get rose card number 5, I think. I think that's number 5. Yeah, number 5. I can't believe you actually beat me. Me, the card professor of the Rose Crusaders. So with that, that is card number 5. Because of a few duels I did while grinding, I can now also reincarnate my cards again. Also, Barox turned to luck there, because normally that would kind of just put the path back towards Weevil. So if I'd gone just this way and hadn't dueled Weevil first, it would loop back to him. However, we now have access to Newcastle and the Labyrinth Ruler, who we will be going to duel in just a moment. Because, well, I can reincarnate another card now, and honestly, I'm probably never going to use the slot machine. So, let's get rid of this and get 3 more cards in its place. We get... Okay, Kaiser Dragon is kinda nice. Okay, so we have a Kaiser Dragon, we get Cold Wave. I think Cold Wave was a really good card in the actual TCG for a while. And Shadow Spell! Okay, that's kind of insane. What does Cold Wave do in this game? Destroy all dinosaurs on the field. That actually isn't bad. Also, Shadow Spell is kind of insane. But now let's get rid of Stainstorm because I'll never need it again, and put Shadow Spell in. I will keep Kaiser Dragon just to, like, I won't turn that into anything else even later, because I know that when I get to the other side of the game, there is one mountain duelist who may cause me a little bit of a pain. So we'll deal with them when we deal with them. So now let's move on up to Newcastle and duel the Labyrinth Ruler. What brings you to this northernmost region? Lost? If you want some directions, you'll have to beat me first. Also, I probably should have at least attempted to, you know what, no, maybe I shouldn't. I was gonna say, maybe I should have done an attempt at the Paradox Brothers voice, but nah, the Paradox Brothers are kinda cool. And also, I couldn't. Okay, so this guy, what does he have on his stained glass windows here? He has Kagemusha the Blue Flame, Masaki the Legendary Swordsman, Swordsman from a Foreign Land, Armed Ninja, and Warrior of Tradition. Honestly, that's a little bit weird. This guy basically runs the same deck as the Paradox Brothers do. So my main question here is, why would they not just give him, like, Sanga the Thunder, Suijin, Kazajin, Gate Guardian, Shadow Ghoul, Wall Shadow, Dungeon Worm? Like, the cards that's also an option. They could have given him Jirai Gumo. So I should probably note, Jirai Gumo, I know that they have played Jirai Gumo. I know this because Jirai Gumo's effect in this game requires you to pay 100 life points in order to move it. And their life points have ticked down by 200, and they just so happen to have moved 2 spaces. What a coincidence! Also, this is an extremely rare occasion. I think this actually might be the first time I've ever done this. But I'm approaching this from the other side. Because normally I approach from this side and go through the forest. But this time I'm going through the darkness because I have all my Fiend cards. Also, this is the first time we are seeing the Crush field. I'm going to kind of circumvent it as best I can in this duel. So I'll explain it when I get to one of the upcoming duels, or if I absolutely have to, because honestly, the Crush field is an annoyance, to say the least. Also, I kind of want to play that in another location. This could be pretty bad for me. Actually, no, I have an idea. I'll play Paralyzing Potion here. Get Jirai Gumo stuck there. This'll move forward now, and I can work around it next turn. And, okay, I have solved the issue. Problem has been resolved. And I'm pretty sure, honestly, now the question is a very simple one. And that question is this a Dungeon Worm or a Labyrinth tank? I know it's one or the other, I just don't know which. Honestly, I probably should go for No, I'll play it safe. So now I just power up the Towton Summon Skull. Oh, and we can also see what the Labyrinth battlefield looks like. That's a Dungeon Worm, okay, fantastic. So Dungeon Worm is about to get absolutely destroyed by Towton Summon Skull, because Towton Summon Skull has 3,000 attack points thanks to, whatchamacallit. Okay, honestly I kinda like the Labyrinth field. Also, I do love the art for Towton Summon Skull. Also, I've never seen this attack animation before. Okay. Lightning just destroys the Dungeon Worm. Okay, so that is pretty comfortable. And now, because it can't go into the labyrinth, it actually stays there. Which is perfect for me, because now I can close in even further, even faster. And I'll be able to do even more damage to him. Actually, depending on what I draw. Yeah, that'll do. So now, let's play the... Actually, let's just throw these out. I'll throw A out. So now, let's flip the Castle of Dark Illusions, because now our Summon Skull is even more powerful. Because the Castle of Dark Illusions, the way Castle of Dark Illusions works... Wait, why did I do less? I should have been at 4,000, I think. Yeah, I should have been at 4,000. Does Yaraguma have another effect? Cancels all power increases. Oh, okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I thought the game had broken for a second. But no. So yeah. Castle of Dark Illusions, while it is in face-up defense mode, every single fiend on the field gains an additional 500 points. Which is kind of massive, not gonna lie. So Kazajin, destroyed. Kazajin has the exact same effect as Suijin, which has the same effect as Sangev the Thunder, and by that I mean it has the exact same effect as Karibo. I bet if you hadn't played this game, you weren't expecting me to say Karibo there. Also, I'll be totally honest, that was a Shadow Ghoul, so that's just turned into a Wall Shadow. I mean, obviously it's not going to make any difference. I could just end him this turn. I could just finish him off right now. Like, I could just summon a monster and just go for him. But I'll give him a couple more turns. And I think, just see what he's up to, I guess. We can get a nice chunk of darkness here. Which, you know, would have been nice to have at the start of the duel, but, you know, sometimes we just can't. Sometimes we can't. Actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. I'll summon Dark Chimera, and this, even going into the Labyrinth, should be able to destroy the Wall Shadow. So, honestly, that is pretty handy. And, Shadow Ghoul is now in the graveyard, and I should be able to win Shadow Ghoul from him. And I know that there's some upcoming duels that definitely use a little bit of the Labyrinth. And if I can just kind of wander on through that, if I can basically turn on the wall hacks, then I think I'm in a pretty much, I think I'll be in a pretty amazing position to claim an easy win. Also, Beautiful Headhunter just gets absolutely annihilated by a Towton Summon Skull there. And now I can just move on forward. Because realistically, all he can do now is kind of just run away. You know, Brigadier General... I mean, it's like Brigadier General Monster Tamer, just having to run away like a big hero. And with that, we can, you know, attack, destroy his last pathetic monster, which is a Cockroach Knight. Honestly, I don't really see how that fits into the theme of him being a Labyrinth Duelist or whatever. So now we can just move on forward and finish him off with... You know what? Just because it's cool, let's finish him off with the Reaper of the Cards. So we just flip that face up, and finish him off. So with that should be Rose card number 6 acquired. Which is a pretty nice win for me, not gonna lie. And with that, does anything gain a promotion? Anything? Probably not, no. Yeah, I used mostly new cards though. And we can't really get a massive amount of good stuff here. So Kazajin and Shadow Ghoul would be the two ideal ones. but I'm not that bothered if I don't get any of them. Yeah. Honestly, I'm now more irritated by the fact that I barely missed getting free Cockroach Knight. But hey, that was a very quick, very easy series of wins. I say series of wins, whatever. Unbelievable. You've won yourself a light to guide you out of this labyrinth. Look, Newcastle isn't that bad. Newcastle is not hard to navigate. I say that, but like, it's not like I go very far. It's not like I go around most of the places. It's like, I go to the, like, 4 places I know. Also, you know what? I will actually... You know what? No. I was gonna say I'll replace Basic Insect for Cockroach Knight, but no, I'll keep it as is. I'll keep it as is and end off today's episode here. Just a shorter one today because I think Pegasus will be enough to make the next episode a bit longer. Because I think I'll have 2 episodes left of this side of the game. So, I'm going to end off today's episode here. So today we managed to beat Keith and the Labyrinth Ruler, and next time we're going to go and duel Pegasus. So as always, feel free to leave a comment or click any of the buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I will hopefully see you all next time for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists of the Roses. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.